Alright, let's do a quick audio check to make sure that the audio is working correctly. Alright, that seems to be working and everything should be working correctly. We're still starting about roughly 10 minutes late, so to get to at least a full hour and a half, we will be going until 9:10 again tonight. Again, this is also mostly just due to putting out an important post today based on the stream from yesterday, or at least that's what I think. So, again, what we're going to be doing today is playing BlockBlast, of course, but I'll also just point out that I'm still letting you guys check out the link for the BlockBlast Cup that should be coming up soon enough. Again, they even have a timer countdown if you click the link pinned in the live chat or in the description of this live stream itself. You guys can check out the BlockBlast Cup info for yourselves. But again, we're probably going to be just seeing how far we can get in adventure mode for now. So, we left off on level 20. Well, Cosmic... So you're asking about watch hours I would typically gain on a stream, so again, I couldn't really even give you a great answer without just jumping straight into my analytics on the channel page. But again, if you remind me later, I just remember to get back to you. Alright, well again, thanks for showing up twice, Cosmic. Again, if you get back to me later, I will... Alright, yeah, again, I even added a new section to the Discord if you guys didn't notice, where you can show off your BlockBlast scores or anything like that. Again, I don't actually expect anyone necessarily to try out BlockBlast, but if you are intrigued by the game, I'm of course interested to see how good you guys are at the game as well. So I think this is like a little tree, perhaps. That actually worked pretty well. Good. Solid combo there. I could do... Good. Okay, I think I'm doing pretty well so far. But again, so I'll just say Cosmic... I'll try and get back to you on that answer, but it is so hard for me to try to answer that off the top of my head. And again, I do mainly want to focus on BlockBlast for roughly the next hour and a half at least. But again, I'm doing pretty well so far. I kind of have to fix this here. I can't do that, and we will finish off the level. Finish the season and full mosaic. 76 levels to go with a second consecutive win. I think I much prefer the scoring levels compared to the collect a certain amount of like gems or crystal levels, I must say. I think this is the best play, probably. I mean, so what I've noticed that I'll say is interesting is if you fail the level and you have to come back to it, the blocks are always the same order or type, it would seem. So you can definitely strategize if you don't quite get it the first time. Try that. I have no idea if we'll be able to finish off that spot though. It's not really a great spot to put this thing. I'll just put it here for now, I guess. And here with that. Finish that off. Do I have anywhere to put this? I might be in trouble already because I don't think I can place this and I have nowhere to put this. We just started off so well. We already lost our consecutive victories. Well, that is a shame. Alright, well, again, we will give it another shot here. So, again, I think I'm generally going to follow the same strategy I just had, but maybe we'll try this instead. I think that's already looking a bit better. I mean, they give you quite a few options here, I'll say. It's not really... I mean, I can't put this anywhere, can I? I'm gonna have to complete something. I'm already out of it. I'm 51. Let me try that again. So we do this, we do this, and we do this. But I can't place this here, it would seem. Because I need somewhere to place this.
Good.
Not really the most amazing spot to put this up right here for now. And there's quite a few long pieces, so let me try this. I could do this, I think it'll help maybe. I could do this. And so we could try for this. So we can do that. And a little bit of that. I think I'll shove this in here. Alright. I think this has to go here now, pretty much. I can put this over here.
Good.
To get a solid wombo combo. These kind of have to go here. And I guess I can put this maybe right here. I can fill this out. I can get rid of this row here.
Good.
Oh man, but now I have nowhere to place this. Oh jeez. I have to do something here. If I do this, maybe? Nah, still not quite. Halfway there, though, this time. Right, again, I think I had a good start strategy here, so we'll run this. And let's see if we run anything different. So I need... I have to place this one.
Good.
That's what worked last time, so... I think this was fine. I think this is where I get a little lost here. This 5-piece. Just need to find out where in the middle I want to put it. I guess I could put it right here. Kind of fits in well. Then I can finish that line off. This fits in here well. I don't really want to put that there. I guess I could shove this in the corner. I can fill this whole spot out. I can finish one of these lines or put it up top. I think I'm going to put it up top. I think I have to finish this line. Again, from my experience so far, finishing out the lines earlier is usually the best strategy. I guess I'll just do this.
Good.
A bit awkward, but fill that out. Get a double line row here. Let me do this. And then this. This is looking pretty solid right now. Basically, fill the whole thing out.
Excellent.
Amazing wombo combo there. Cleans up the whole map. Okay. Again, I've done this well before and then somehow managed to completely mess it up, so let's see where I can put these that doesn't leave. Oh my gosh, what is this? Guys, what even is this? These aren't shapes. They're like diagonal snakes. I hate these pieces. I don't know what to do with these. Oh man, I think I can kind of cross them with each other maybe. That sort of helps, but let's do that. Again, it leaves an awkward open space is the issue, though. I can do that. I'll put this one here. Let's put this up here to fit in. Don't have quite enough room there, but I can fit it here. We'll do this. I'm gonna fill out this row. We're just Getting left with quite a few empty spaces here. I have to try and clean it up. Fill out that row, fill this in. Get rid of that. Okay, I can fill this in. I can build this up. Not really a great place to put either of these so far. I guess I could do this and this and this.
Good.
Okay, we're making it happen. It's a tricky level, but I think we can get it.
Good.
9 combo. We're so close right now. I think I gotta do this. So just put these here for now. I was gonna say, I've combo 10, I've gotta be so close. Alright. What level are we on? It looks like we got a rabbit or something to complete. We're on level 22. Okay. We are moving forward at a steady pace here. I don't know where I want to put this thing. Let's try that. Guess I'll put this. At least a space awkwardly open, regardless of what I do, but I'll do that. I guess this can go over here. I don't know how well I'll be able to fill it in, though. Do that. Can fit this in now. There's still an awkward missing row there. I gotta do this. You have to find ways to leave spaces for these awkwardly shaped pieces.
Good.
I could do this. Not really too many great spots to put this here. I guess I'll do that. Clear out that row, which helps me to get this in there. And I can put that in there and put this back in there. We fill it out pretty much full again. We got the rainbow.
Great.
50%. We're so close to it. This is an easier level, I think. I was saying that, but then I gotta find a way to fill this in. I don't like leaving the empty spaces when I put the blocks down. Let me just put them over here for now. I think that's enough. We're absolutely block blasting right now, guys. Alright, we have a surprise game with arrows. I don't think I've played this one yet. Wow, that was really easy. Oh, okay, I lose hearts if I get it wrong, so I guess I was gonna spam it as a joke, but I guess we might actually want to try a little bit here. Right? Again, I don't... How hard could this possibly get? I feel like this would be rather easy most of the time. Get rid of these immediately. Again, the first like 10 levels are always whoa my gosh. You're gonna say, can I at least move the thing? Am I supposed to... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, how am I supposed to even see what the heck I'm doing? Okay. This isn't too bad so far. I mean, this is the type of puzzle that takes time, but I don't know I'd ever necessarily call it difficult, because it's always very clear whether or not there's a path which the arrows can't leave, I would say. I mean, you can always scroll across in a straight line, and I think you'd be able to see whether or not the arrows could escape. Okay. That one's fine. Do some more knots here. This one's fine. A little more congestion here. I just need to find arrows pointing outward. Okay, this one should be good to go. I still don't think this is too bad so far. Must be missing one somewhere. They have optional hints, but I mean, guys, this is arrows. Do I really need a hint to figure out arrows? All right. There's got to be one pointing out. It's going to say somewhere. There it is. I think that should just about help me solve it here. This one, again, you kind of have to follow the dots because some of these are really precise. Okay. This one still hits. Again, it's got to be one I'm missing that's very close. Okay, I think it's this one that goes all the way to the right. That's got to be what it is. There we go. I was going to say. Okay. Now this should definitely finish it off here. Okay. Get rid of pretty much everything now. It's only like the 4th level. This one got a bit tricky fast, actually, but again, I feel like it'd be pretty hard to fail on arrows. We'll see just how crazy this gets, though. I mean, there's been plenty of ads for this type of puzzle, so. Okay, so we're going back to like an easier level here, it would seem. I guess they kind of go in between. It's the same with the BlockBlast. I mean, I guess this is all BlockBlast, but the actual block portion. Big Nub, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Again, it's definitely not the same type of stream as you'd get. This is the Great Dane at night, guys. This is the Great Dane after hours, okay? I mean, I'm always glad for you guys to show up to this stream here, but again, I would love to hear your honest opinions of the game too. Again, it's a straight puzzle game, so we can't expect too much out of this, but again, the best thing that you guys can do is, of course, if I do get stuck, feel free to leave me any hints because you guys are allowed to help me as well. So, yeah, again, right now we're on arrows, but I might go back to the regular blocks depending on how crazy this gets. But so far we're around like level 20 on the adventure, so again, not too shabby. And you guys were asking, I think, I did add a sound effect for when I lose on this type of game. Not all of the puzzle games in this application actually have like losing type deals, I will say, but again, I did add a sound effect for that, so should make this stream just slightly more interesting, I hope. Also, I don't really care much for the repeating piano key music on the block part of BlockBlast, so again, I feel like this is a bit more relaxing, at least to me. I think I might like this a bit more than the block explosions, but again, all of these puzzles are very straightforward. Again, this is something anyone could pick up, so again, we'll just see how far we can get here. Again, I kind of wish for a lot of these alternate versions of puzzles in the game that they had like actual levels. Like it says times 13. What does that mean? Like 13 in a row without losing or having to restart? I don't know. But I guess we'll just keep going here until we get to another really hard level. Okay. Here. Okay, get rid of this. Again, the trickiest ones are always the ones that are on the right side and have to go like all the way left or vice versa or up and down. Okay, this thing, get rid of this, 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 this. Okay, I think I have to do this one first and then this. Alright, 22 again. What does that mean? I have no idea, but we're on to another hard level. And I think this is supposed to be like a wrench or something made out of arrows. It's an artistic choice, I swear. Okay. Okay. I don't think this was as hard as the first hard level we faced. I didn't actually acknowledge what shape that was, but let's see what we have going on here. Get rid of that one. this one is kind of congested here. I think this one on the right. These two kind of kind of push into each other immediately. Okay. We're looking for some free arrows. Yeah, these two definitely hit into each other. What am I missing here? What does this do? Oh, that's so much easier. I guess I should have started with that. I didn't know there's a button that actually shows the lines if they'll hit each other. That's very useful. Okay. So I'm looking for an arrow pointing outward, not intersecting another one. So we're really just looking for something, an arrow that's not intersecting with another one. It looks like this one would, which means I can get rid of this one. Okay, that's what it was. I thought they would, but the lines on screen actually helps tremendously. Okay. I think this is good. And this one, and this one. Freeze up all these. Okay, we're getting it now. It's just that one spot, I think. Yeah, that pretty much clears up everything already. Oh, man. Should have put the lines back. Okay. I got a little too happy spamming the... Oh, it is a wrench, okay. I feel like that's the only shape that's actually turned into its shape, but maybe I haven't been paying attention. I think only the hard levels do that. Right, this seems obnoxiously easy. Again, like this, does this hit? It does. Oi. But you guys can't be saying, also, is it oi? How'd you say oi? It looks like you said hey. I thought you were Eliops for a second there, Master Moon. So again, we are playing BlockBlast, but the application that I'm here to play has multiple games within it, or puzzles that is. So again, this is all technically BlockBlast, and I did ask ahead of time, so I'm allowed to play anything within the app, is my understanding, at least for the hour and a half that I do these streams. Again, definitely a different type of stream than Brawl Stars, but it is additional content for you guys. Master Mode is 2 a.m. for so many of you guys that would regularly tune into my Brawl Stars streams. So again, I really appreciate you tuning in. Again, definitely don't expect you to, and I hope you're not losing any sleep just to show up for this stream. But again, always really happy to see some familiar people in the chat here. But yeah, I'll be going for roughly another hour here, so again, plenty of time for puzzle solving. Again, I think I prefer the arrows to the actual block blasting, but again, if this gets too crazy difficult, I might head back over to the blocks. But again, how hard could this realistically get? Again, I'm really appreciating this intersection feature it has here. Making sure I'm not like rocking back and forth in a corner, talking about exploding blocks. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, well, again, let's keep going here. Get back into the puzzle solving, of course. Again, the most important thing is that you guys are always free to join in with any hints. I actually prefer you guys try to give me hints in the comments rather than tapping whatever the hint button is on screen. All right, get rid of this. What is that? That frees up this one, then this one, this out of here. Get rid of all of that. That should finish it off. Times 17. I think that number just represents how many arrows I got rid of again. Is it really relevant to anything? Probably not. I don't know if there's an actual level selector. It always just continues where I last left off, but again, this really isn't too bad. Well, I meant to update it, not the actual like pog face I have in the corner, but at least the actual picture of my high score of 9. Because again, how did I play so poorly that I managed to get a 9 on an actual level is just really terrible. But again, if you play for yourself, you'll understand just how bad a 9 score is, because it's not like you get a score of 1 point every time you get rid of a block row or something. It's like 50 points or something. So I somehow matched one block and failed immediately. That's how bad that's why that thumbnail is so ridiculous. But again, I was gonna update it to a picture of the actual adventure screen on it, like the 20 levels I've completed so far. But again, I've been quite busy, so again, maybe I'll do that for tomorrow's. Okay. But everything is pre-approved anyway, as I was saying to Cosmic earlier, so I don't really want to do any big changes, just to align with whatever the BlockBlast people want. But well, yeah, I mean they don't mind if I use the same thumbnail for the 3 consecutive days. I probably will update it for the BlockBlast Cup when that eventually comes out, because that is still part of the deal they want me to do. So again, it'll be these 3 consecutive streams in a row, and then whenever the next 3 days is, which should be the BlockBlast Cup if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Kind of on a roll here. I haven't lost arrows at all so far, so I'd be pretty sad if I lost arrows. Again, they give me 3 hearts too, so it'd be pretty hard to lose, I would think. Okay. So again, the key here is to look for an arrow with a line poking out of it that's not intersecting with another one. So I think it's going to be this one. Get rid of all these. It's like a domino effect. Again, I find this one to be a lot more satisfying than the block blasting, because the block blasting takes an incredible amount of foresight to actually determine where the heck you're going to place the blocks. This one's just a lot easier. But again, I'm just not sure if there's an actual like level select here, and I'd have to exit to check. So I am intrigued. Okay, there is level display here. I was gonna say, I have no idea. Like, is there a goal here? I don't know, but I'm on level 15 right now, so I'm making progress. But the real question is, how many levels exist in arrows? Okay, we're on super hard. Well, I can't pick any arrows in the middle. Okay. Something I kind of dislike, I'll say, the only thing so far that I think is a little triggering is the only thing that is a little annoying is every time I get a successful arrow, it takes the lines off the screen. But if you don't like zoom in, it's pretty easy to mistakenly click the wrong arrow or something, and then you just lose a heart. Okay. Again, I feel like the first level, the on hard, was I think it was harder than super hard. This is my first super hard arrows level. Okay. Again, even like this one right here on the bottom right, it looks like it might pass. I think it would still count as a hit. So it needs to be a pretty clear path. I think this one should be fine. Also, who draws arrows like this? Isn't the whole point of arrows that they're supposed to be straight in the first place? Like, what even is this? Like, what am I looking at right now? I don't know. Alright. We're making progress here. Let's see. Again, it's usually always like one arrow that I miss that makes the whole rest of this level so easy. But I think the next one would be that one. And probably this one. And this one. Yeah, this one goes down. I get rid of that. There's a space here now. There goes that one. I think I get rid of that. These two. I think this one's fine. Then this one. Okay. this one, this one. Still a lot of intersections here. Again, when it comes to arrows, even though they say the difficulty's higher, I think there's more steps, but I don't know I'd ever say this it actually gets more difficult per se. Again, I'd definitely say the block blasting is still a lot harder, in my opinion. Mostly because you have no idea what blocks you're actually going to get until it happens. If you replay the level, you will know, but again, that's a block blast type level specific thing. In arrows, I mean, you're just dealing with what you're looking at, so I think it's, again, far easier, far more simplistic. Okay, it's gotta be one I'm missing. I think it was this one. Okay, let's see what that opens up. Okay, looking for an arrow with a line that doesn't intersect. Okay, I think it's this one. And what does that do, though? How does that help me? Okay, so it's got to be usually one of these lines is like really close to touching one of the other ones, but not quite. This is, yeah, it's got to be like really close to another one here because I'm not seeing an obvious opening. There's another one up here. Okay. There's got to be a very, very small space in between here that I'm missing. Okay. Also, did I mention that you guys can still use the same bot commands for Illuma coins on the on these BlockBlast streams compared to the other regular ones as well? So again, if you guys are somehow able to show up to both, you are technically earning more of the stream currency. And again, there's also a leaderboard, if I'm not mistaken, though. Again, I don't know. I don't be posting those results, of course, but. Oof. All right, well, thank you so much for showing up anyway, Master Moan. Again, if it's 2 a.m., maybe you should just get some sleep. My guy, this is a bit ridiculous. Again, good luck with the calculus, regardless of the level. Calculus is always quite perplexing, I'll say. You just got to focus up on learning those formulas, but yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. maybe all this puzzle solving will sink into your brain and you'll figure something out tomorrow. Okay. I've got to be missing one arrow here with a slight opening somewhere that I'm just not quite seeing yet. I could take it one by one, I guess. So we'll start at the top. Oh, no. No. Of course, man. Okay. Man, they weren't kidding when they called this one super hard, were they? It's literally got to be a difference of one arrow I haven't seen yet. These darn squiggles, man. They're everywhere. What am I missing? Okay. So where are all the ones on the outside hit? I haven't seen any line that goes straight through without hitting another arrow yet. Or at least grazing it, another one. Wait, I think it's this one. Okay. Man, that took like 3 minutes at least. This should start clearing things out a lot. Okay. Go. Yeah, I think that should be enough to finish it off here, probably. Okay. Here, this one, this one, this one, and this one. This one's good now. good. This one should be fine. Get rid of that. Get rid of these. This one is right in between, so that's fine. So is this one. Okay. Which one is next here? I think it's this one. I get rid of that. This one. This one. Wait, hang on a minute. Aren't all of these hitting each other at some point? No, this one isn't. Okay, there we go. This one. Still very specific order again. You have to hit all the arrows in exact order. So that was supposed to be a compass, I guess. We've got sort of a maze here. Okay. That was really easy compared to the last one. Okay, now we got like a bigger square. Only the hard and super hard levels seem to have interesting shapes, though. This one. Okay, this, this one. Those are in a straight line. Okay, this should just about finish out here. Alright, 19. Another level that shouldn't be too hard. Alrighty. Man, if you don't tap an arrow within like 10 seconds, they already smack you with the hint button. Okay. Okay, let's see. It's gotta be one I'm missing here. That won't work. Is this one? There we go. And get rid of all these. Okay. This one, this one, this one, this one. Only 3 more. But I swear they're all hitting each other. Oh, never mind, this one isn't. Okay. There we go. 26. Can we get another? Oh, okay, here we go. Super hard. Again, this one doesn't really look like an interesting shape like the last one, though. Still just another square, unfortunately. Okay. I think this one's good. This one. Again, if you guys are on stream, feel free to point out anything that I miss as well. Okay. Again, the lines just help me to see where the arrows are intersecting here. Okay, we've got this one. Every time an arrow hits another arrow, you lose a heart. So again, I haven't lost so far. But again, I feel like it'd be pretty hard to lose if you just take your time here. Okay, this one. Okay, I think it has to be one down here. I think I solved all the ones on the top for right now. There's one. Get rid of that one. This one. This long one. Opens up quite a bit of space. Okay, we're making a lot of progress now. Get rid of that. This one. I think these two are fine. This. Get rid of this. Okay. Okay, got all these ones on the bottom here. There's probably one on the top again, perhaps. I usually get through like the first half of these super hard levels and I'm stumped for like a few minutes. I think it's this small one here. That's what it is. Okay. There we go. We're almost done here. Okay, all the corner ones in the top left seem to be hitting something. So the little one, that's the small one again, I think. Okay. So all these small arrows that takes you a while to see compared to the larger squiggles. Right. I think unlike the BlockBlast levels, I think every single arrow you hit needs to be in a very specific order. But with the actual block blasting, I think you can kind of get away with doing a lot of different techniques. Though you do have to think very far ahead as to what pieces you might get. All right, that was a 52 arrow one, and we got another super hard. This is either that lotion logo or a magnet, and I can't tell which one. Okay. Could just be the letter U, actually. Horseshoe magnets tend to be U-shaped as well, so your guess is as good as mine, guys, is what I'll say. Alright. Again, sometimes on these harder levels, once you complete it, it reveals whatever the shape is supposed to be, so... Again, this could be a lot of things, though. Okay. Again, if you wanted to give yourself a real challenge, you'd do it without the lines, but... Again, I feel it makes it unnecessarily complex because without the lines, you literally just have to zoom in and look at the little dots to figure out if it's going to hit. Again, I do have to wonder if other arrow versions, because again, there's a lot of advertisements for this type of game, I think. If other ones have the lines like this one does, because again, it is so incredibly helpful, actually. Okay, it's got to be a small arrow I'm missing. Okay, get rid of that and that. Again, it really is like dominoes, but with arrows. That's what it feels like. Anyway, to me in my brain. Okay. So again, the common method I'm getting here is if I'm taking a while to figure it out, it's probably just a small arrow I haven't looked at yet. I think that's still gonna hit that bottom one on the left. It's very deceiving, but I think. Right, can't do that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I mean, if you're really truly stumped, you can literally just go through one by one on every single arrow, though. But again, it's probably one of these left to right ones that I'm missing. I mean, you literally just gotta find an arrow with a line that doesn't intersect another arrow. Okay, it's gotta be another small one then, right? Actually, I think it's right here. Yes. If it's not a small one, it's usually one that's just threading the needle between two other ones, but yeah, that should clear up right here. I think this goes. I actually have to kind of follow the line down because there's already other intersecting lines from all the other arrows. Just gotta follow it down with my finger to figure out if it can actually get all the way across without hitting another one. Okay. Yeah. The most frustrating ones are probably the ones that actually go all the way off screen, though. Let me. Okay, there. Yeah, it's all these left to right ones that I'm missing. Okay. This small one can go down. I think this one's good now. That opens it up a bit. This one's fine. Okay, we can do this one over here. And this one. This one's fine. This one's across is fine. Okay. This one I think no. These two. And this one down. Up, up, right, right. A, B, start, and I think it definitely, that had to have been a magnet. I'd be very surprised if that was just a letter U with two holes at the top. Alright, we're on to another hard again. I think the interesting shapes are much more fun to complete than just random squares, but we'll keep going here. And I kind of wish the arrows mode had the same level select as the adventure mode, because again, when you're able to set an actual point of progress, you feel like you're achieving more than just randomly seeing the number of levels you completed go up. At least to me, that's what it feels like. But again, I still think this is a lot more relaxing compared to actually, watching blocks explode when you place them down or change into rainbow colors, in my opinion. Okay. Okay, I think I've just about cleared out most all of those. Okay, gotta thread the needle here, I think. There it is. Yep. Getting quite used to seeing that now, so if I don't see the answer, it's probably a small arrow or one in between two others. Okay. This one, this. Get all this out of here. Okay. Almost accidentally misclicked the other one down there, but we're still good. I have to wonder if these are auto-gen or someone actually made all of these. Okay. And again, is there an actual limit to how many levels there are? I don't know. We can only find out by completing more levels, I suppose. I think it'd be nearly impossible for me to lose arrows, though, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we still got roughly about 40 minutes. We're making a lot of progress. Ouch. Okay. And those ones are so misleading. Also, I am noticing that if I click another arrow, will it stay highlighted in red? I wonder, will it turn a different color when it is able to be removed? Again, that's actually pretty useful information here if I'm completely stumped, but again, I don't think I'll really need it. Okay. Again, you'd think those ones that hit just the edge of the line would still pass through, but it doesn't seem that way, unfortunately. See, like that one there, you'd think it would, but it still doesn't. This one I think will pass now. Right, so turning red actually doesn't really mean anything besides the fact that you clicked on it at the wrong time before. Alright, so we're only down to one heart. We're going to have to play a little more careful now if we don't want to take our first loss on arrows. Alright, we're still good. Still no losses. Again, I'm kind of sad we don't have a streak counter on arrows. Again, if you guys are watching this in the future and you just so happen to keep track, but again, I guess you could also say the streak is literally just the number of levels I've completed because I haven't lost yet, but yeah, again, well, we'll see how long it takes before I lose a game of arrows. Again, I don't think I ever will, as long as I take it slowly enough, but again, finishing it really fast is also quite satisfying, I will say. Let's try this and this. A little bit of this, some of that. Making some great leeway here. We're gonna have to go up to the side here, it looks like. Right. Let's get rid of I was doing so well for a second there. It's gotta be a left to right one I'm missing, I think. Just gotta follow the lines for an arrow that's not intersecting. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, that should start opening things up a bit. Alright. I mean, maybe it doesn't need to be a perfect, like, every single arrow needs to be picked in a certain order thing, but okay. many arrows champion here, guys. Is that scissors? And so we're on level 26 super hard. Scissors, I think. Again, I swear some of these super hards aren't really super hard, but again, we'll see in a second here, I guess. I mean, it might just be the way the arrows have to form the shape itself that might make it a little easier, but we'll keep going here. Alright. Making decent progress so far. Just gotta find the next arrow. I think it's this one. There we go. I don't know how much that actually changes though. Maybe that's... I think what makes these super hard levels a bit harder than maybe harder regular levels is the fact that you have to jump around on the arrows a lot. Like I'll start bottom right and have to get rid of something a bit further away. Okay, what am I missing here? A big one there makes a pretty big difference. I should be able to follow this around. Can't quite get rid of those yet. Okay. Which arrow is next? Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Okay. There's gotta be one in between. It has to be. Very sneaky arrow somewhere. Gonna have to look at them one by one here, I think. Okay, there it is. That sort of opens things up, but not too much. There's gotta be one going from left to right that can move now, but I'm not seeing it just yet. I think it's this one. Okay, there we go. We're starting to get into some more difficult territory on arrows here. Okay, which arrow am I missing now? There's gotta be one over here on this right side, I think. There's gotta be one just barely hiding. It's probably one of these off-screen ones, right? If I just follow the line all the way across. I think I see it. Okay, there we go. It clears up a lot of things right there. I just have to find a line that's not intersecting just yet. Okay, that clears up a lot, actually. These are free to go now. Looks like this one threads in between. Get rid of these two. Still can't get rid of that one. That one. I think it's these. Yeah, there we go. And this one. This one goes right in between. Okay. This one can get out just barely now. This one can go. Okay, we still got 30 minutes here to get through these arrows. We've got to be really close on this one. Get rid of that. Okay, I think it's these bottom ones. That's probably what it is. Alright. Get rid of that. These bottom right arrows still hit. These upward ones still hit on the bottom. Okay, I think it's these two. No, I clicked it in the wrong order. Gosh darn it. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. Just have to be tricky not to tap them in the wrong order, even if you know those are the next two to go. Right. There we go. It definitely looks to be a pair of scissors. We should be on to another simple level here, I would think. Okay. think I got that in under a minute 24. Magnificent. Get on to the easier levels now, it would seem. Clear these out really fast. There's just not as many arrows to choose from, means you can go through it relatively quickly. Gotta be missing one here. This isn't even a hard level. Okay. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Alright, 25. And looks like what should be another relatively easy level. Okay. There it is. Just looking for a blue line with a clear shot out. Okay, here we go. It's gonna pass straight through. I think it's this. This. Get rid of all these. This one. By those. Or pretty much all these now. Okay, yeah, we're really hustling along now. 36. I wonder if I've already beaten all the really hard levels in arrows. And they ran out, so they have to keep generating squares or something. I'm sure we'll get to another hard level eventually here. Okay. Gonna be missing one here. Okay, there we go. Right there. Okay. Just on the edges there. Almost done on this one already. Here, this one. All right, 19. Can we get a hard one yet? I feel like I might have actually beaten all the hard levels already. It's like 4 easy levels in a row. I mean, if I keep getting squares, I might just end up going back to the regular block blasting. But I do enjoy seeing what different shapes they have on this. Also, again, I think this mini game here, or set of levels and arrows, is a lot more relaxing than the blocks. Okay. This one here. The long one. Get all those out of there. Okay. Make some space for these. Okay, there are like 5 arrows left. Here we go. I'm getting through these so fast now. Nightmare? Nightmare difficulty? It's gotten that bad, huh? I got through hard, very hard, and now we're experiencing nightmare. I thought this was FNAF for a second, right? Is this the Glitch Bonnie jump scare? I mean, it almost looks like a rabbit, but I have no idea what this is actually supposed to be. And once we finish it, it should reveal what the shape is a little more clearly, though. It might be a metal. It's got a star in the middle, I think. Again, how hard could arrows possibly get? I mean, they're calling this nightmare. It's almost bedtime. Am I going to have nightmares about this one? Probably not. Okay. I think, again, with this difficulty, I'm probably going to have to scroll around a lot, but I can't imagine this could be that difficult. Okay. Again, we're just looking for lines that don't intersect. This one feels a lot easier so far than the very hard. Might get more complicated though moving forward. You got a straight shot on that one. I can get rid of that. I think I've just about gone through all the ones up here now. I'm going to have to find another spot to work on. Okay, moving down. Don't really have anything pointing outwards. All the ones over here on the outer edge can't really get across, so it's got to be something. There it is. I was going to say on the outer edge on this side. Okay, that frees up this one. I don't know if that actually does all that much else, though. Okay. I don't think there's any spaces in the mid star here, so it's still got to be some on the outside that I'm missing, probably. Basically, everything else is still smacking into each other. Okay. I mean, if I'd be pretty happy if I can get through this nightmare level before I have to finish again. I don't think it'll take me too much longer, but again, if I'm truly stumped, I'll just have to take it arrow by arrow. Okay. Let's see what we have going on here. Okay, that one, that's what it was. Now we're getting somewhere. Because now that there's an actual opening, I bet there's going to be a sneaky arrow that passes through it at some point. Okay. That opens up a lot of these outer edge ones, actually. There we go. I was going to say, there's got to be ones down here that can just sneak through. The only nightmare about this nightmare level is that I have to keep scrolling across the map to find out if the arrows can actually pass through. Okay. There's one other one on the space there, but it's already intersecting, so let's see if I opened up anything else. Okay. These two can go down. Get rid of that. And that one. Okay. Really starting to make progress here. I think we're like halfway through the arrows, so shouldn't be too much harder. I think it's this one. I was gonna say it's got to be a left to right that I've missed. Okay. Again, I just have to keep jumping back and forth between the arrows here. Okay, what else am I missing? This. Okay, there we go. Got rid of a lot of that. I bet this. No? Well. And that is a long arrow. Okay. Can't quite get rid of those yet. None of these. I think it's got to be a vertical arrow that I'm missing here. Okay. That one can't quite get out. Neither can those or those. None of these yet. Still gotta be one of these over here. I'm just slightly missing. I think I'll probably end up finishing off on this one, because this one, again, is called Nightmare, is still taking quite a bit of time. I'm missing one arrow here that's probably going to make a huge difference. But which one is it? I'm going through each arrow one by one at this point. I swear I've looked at them all. I must have missed a small one. Okay. They're all intersecting. Again, if anyone on stream can find the arrow before me, please point it out so we can get through the level. You guys are allowed to help me if you can find it first. Like, Picturica, per se. Okay. Man. This one's got me stumped quite a bit. There's got to be a really long off-the-screen arrow that I'm missing here. It's probably got to go like all the way across the screen. That's probably why I haven't seen it yet. It's probably a really small arrow that goes all the way across the screen. Wait, here it is. I think that's it. Okay. This should start opening things up. Okay, that one's still blocked. I can definitely, I'll be very happy, and I definitely think I can finish this one off before I end the stream. Nightmare arrows difficulty. Again, it just makes me chuckle so much, because how nightmarish could a game of arrows actually be? Okay, we're really getting through it now. We're almost through this level. Still got about 10 minutes, so I might even make it through another one if the next level is really easy. Okay, what am I missing? All these are still congested. I was gonna say this one might thread the needle. It's always one of these really small ones out of nowhere, but I think it's this one, actually. There we go. It should clear up some space. Get rid of all these. Alright. And I can get rid of this one, this one, this one. Okay, what's next? This one, this one. That clears up a lot of space. That was the really big arrow. Okay, I think this one can go across now. There we go. And then this one I think can also go across all the way. I don't know how much that opens up space, but just get it out of the way right now. These can go left, I think. Man, I've got to be like a BlockBlast champion at this point, guys. I'm beating Nightmare difficulty within the first stream of playing the Arrows game at all, so I don't know how good I am at the block blasting, but the arrows themselves I don't think are too bad. Okay. These ones can go left now. Get rid of that. They're still hitting each other. These last few really don't want to go. Alright. Use this one right here, just barely gets through. I think this one can go now. This one. This one. These can finally go up. This can go right. It's just these last few here. Okay. This one. This one. This one threads through. Alright, finally we got it. I didn't even see this last one up here. I think it was a medal. Okay. A nightmare medal. And we still got like 8 minutes, so let's see how many more easy levels we can get through. And I'll probably end the stream once we get to the next super hard difficulty or whatever you want to call it. All right. The champion of BlockBlast, guys. We've beaten nightmare difficulty on arrows. Okay. Yeah, this feels like chump change compared to nightmare. I think my brain is evolving, guys. I'm becoming smarter. Okay. Or at least maybe better at puzzle solving. I don't know. I mean, I've always been fairly good at puzzle solving, but I do have to wonder if this is actually increasing my puzzle solving abilities, or at least my recognition skills, perhaps. I'm just blasting through 2 after nightmare. Alright. Yeah, I'm just really making it look easy, aren't I? Oh man, I tapped the wrong one. Come on. Why you gotta do me like that, arrows? I've already beat Nightmare. I can't lose on a normal difficulty level. Okay. What am I missing here? Okay. How am I stumped right now? What am I missing? Okay, that's why the one I just accidentally touched was the next one that needed to go. Of course it would be. Flipping arrows. Right. It seems like there's like 4 easy levels between every difficult level here. I just cleared out like half the level in 2 seconds. Alright. I'm making this look so easy, guys. You guys gotta download BlockBlast and try and get farther now. Ooh, man. I don't know if I can complete this in 5 minutes, but this is really solid. Is this Pac-Man eating a power dot? And I don't actually know what they're called. I want to just call them the glowing balls. So, again, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to complete this as well. But it is considered nightmare difficulty, so it seems like it starts easy, but then it gets a little complicated. At least that's usually how it goes. I can start off getting rid of the easy arrows here. Okay. What's next? Oh, what the heck? I thought for sure that was a good one. Okay. Nightmare's giving me a challenge this time. Which arrow's gotta go next? Can't get rid of this and this and this. Oh, come on. I didn't even mean to tap there. Okay, well. This might be the trickiest one yet. Or at least it's gonna be feeling the most tight because I already tapped two of the wrong arrows there. Again, that's why I don't like that you have to scroll here. It's very frustrating. Okay. What could be next? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. There's so many of these that just thread the needle right through. That's what I think really makes these nightmare levels feel so much more difficult. There's so many of these arrows you just don't think would get through that actually do. I do feel like I might get through this one a bit quicker than the last nightmare, though. I think we'll definitely end off stream when I get through this one. Okay. Gonna be very sad if I somehow end up tapping the wrong one and losing. Okay, there's none of these. I think it's this one that can go. But what will follow it up? Oh my gosh. It's gonna take like all the brain power I have left tonight before I need to take a nap. I can't be losing to Pac-Man on Nightmare difficulty. Okay. I mean, a lot of these are obviously just hitting each other immediately, so it's not those. I think it's this one. This sneaky little error right here. But that one would have been tricky to see as well, I think. Get rid of all of those. Okay. Okay, this can go now. Sneaky little arrows. Okay, this can go now, I think. That still hits into that one. This should be good now. These two. This should be good. So should this one, and this one. Allowing this one to get out. Okay. We're taking it one arrow at a time here, guys. We're gonna get this, I swear. Okay. I think this one can go. This one should be fine. Still can't get rid of that one. That one. Still can't get rid of a lot of these over here. Okay. Okay, what am I missing here? We've already made really good progress. Okay, I think it's this one to the left. Very sneaky. Okay, then I can get rid of that one, which should open up a space for one right here. Okay, and then this one. I still don't think I can cross many others out of there, though. I have to keep going back and looking here. None of those, none of these. Those two don't work. That one still doesn't work. I might go a little over time here, but I at least want to finish off the level here. I think this one just barely threads through. That's what it is. I was going to say another sneaky little arrow. Okay. What does that open up for me? Which arrow will sneak through next? Okay. Again, I'm surprised on first attempt of arrows, I'll probably be getting through 2 nightmare levels. 2 is more than 1. Okay, I think it's this one here. Again, it's the fact that they're all going like off the screen that makes this so tricky. Okay. Which one can escape next? None of those. Still can't get rid of any of those. Okay, I think it's this one. That should allow that one to go. And I bet one of these can probably shoot through. Not quite yet. Okay. Pac-Man has nearly evaporated. Okay, I think it's this one. There we go. Get rid of all that. Should be able to get rid of this one. This one can get out of there. Okay, what is not intersecting now? That won't work, that won't work. That won't work. Those won't work. I can't get rid of that one until I get rid of that one. I bet you this small arrow in between can go all the way through. Not quite, but it's getting there. It's a close call though. Oh my gosh. Alright, we've gotta be so close here, guys. Man, with the glare off the white background from this mode, I actually almost look like a ghost. Okay, I think that's more nightmarish than this level. Okay, I think it's this. There we go. And this one probably. And this one. There we go. Right, that should unblock something else here. But what? Which arrow is next? I'm at a really tight spot here. Okay, I think it's this one. No, oh my gosh. Man, it just makes you restart. Alright, well, again, I think this is a pretty good place to finish off. We do know what happens if you lose a level of arrows now. It just resets you again, not too bad, but we made it all the way through 38 levels in just this one stream, so and I'm definitely gonna finish it off here. So again, just want to say thanks to the team over at Hungry Studio for reaching out to me to try out BlockBlast again. With so many different game modes, I've really been having a blast, you could say, right? There's plenty of different things to try to keep you busy and working on different ways of thinking, I'll say. So, again, it is about time to end the stream, though. So, again, I hope you guys did enjoy. A big thanks as well to anyone who's shown up from other streams of games that I play, such as Brawl Stars. Again, I know a lot of my fans, I'll say, again, I don't know if they're just fans or people that like showing up for Brawl Stars, but they did go out of their way to show up to the stream at like 2 a.m. I mean, you guys are crazy again. Really, really appreciate you guys showing up to the stream, even if it's just to pop in and say hi. But again, I am really hoping we can get a bit more people onto these streams, at least for the BlockBlast Cup. I think that'll be a lot more exciting than just general BlockBlast here. But again, the game, it is pretty good, but if you get through too many easy levels, I guess it doesn't feel as rewarding. But when you beat one of those really difficult levels, that's when you get those dopamine spikes. So again, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I hope you are enjoying Block Blast and all the different puzzles it has to offer. But I am quite tired now, so we're going to be ending off this stream. And of course, we still have another one tomorrow. So I'll be seeing you guys, and of course, let's see how far we can take this.